Hi all, it's Cara. We're gonna be vlogging this readathon, the Dewey's 24-hour readathon on my iPhone today. It's currently 10:50, so the readathon starts in my time zone in 10 minutes. I have not read much at all this weekend, which it's currently Saturday night. Which is not that much of a bad thing, because maybe then I'll be in a nice role for this readathon. Maybe, but I also might have a bit of a busy weekend, so I don't have high hopes for getting a lot read, but I thought I would vlog this for you regardless. So for a bit of a TBR before we start, I'm currently reading Before the Devil Breaks You by Bray. I'm currently on page 136. Yes, 136, and of like 500. I think I might just finish this by the end of the readathon, maybe, with any luck. But if I do finish that, I'm going to start reading Idlewild by Jude Sierra, which is one of the Interlude Press queer own voices, I think, novels. No, it wouldn't be own voices, but queer, or at least I don't think it's own voices. Might be. But it's about boys, so queer, at least, novels. And so that's next on my TBR once I have read the Bray book. So that's kind of what we're going for this readathon, and I will kind of keep you updated as we go. I'm hoping I do need to sleep, because if I don't sleep tonight, I'm not going to sleep for the next week. Get a good night's sleep. So I'm going to probably read for as long as I can, maybe an hour before bed, then I'm going to sleep, and then I've set my alarm for 8, and I'll just get up at a normal time and hopefully read a lot tomorrow is the plan. So we'll keep you updated. So it is almost, just past 9 o'clock this morning. I am awake. I was meant to be getting up at around 8, and I just gave up. It's now hour 11, yes. So I've done about 45 minutes of reading so far this readathon, but we should be able to power through today and get a lot done. So I have my book here, I have breakfast, I still have a few more things I have to do this morning. I have to go feed my bun. I'll film that though, because it's cute. And shower and things, and I have to get my partner to rehearsal. And so I'm not completely free, and I do have work this afternoon for a few hours. So, but sometimes I can read during work. So I will keep you updated, but at the moment, I'm going to eat some breakfast. I don't like to read while eating breakfast because I get food in my books all the time. So I'm probably not going to do that. I'm probably going to watch a YouTube video. But as soon as breakfast is done, I am going to be reading the crap out of this book. So this is the bunny's hut. She's currently inside his little house because it's been night and we lock him up overnight. So we're going to let him out. Hello. 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 This is Flick. we're gonna give him some breakfast. Breakfast is his favourite meal of the day, Ryan. It's kind of his only meal of the day. He gets dinner sometimes. Well, I look at this reaction to food. Okay, so it's now just gone like 15 minutes past the halfway point of this readathon. I am, of course, still reading the lovely Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray. I've currently read, what did I just calculated this. I think it's like 120 pages-ish so far, but in this previous 12 hours I have spent like 9 of them sleeping, and that is far less true for the remainder of this readathon, so hopefully we'll get a lot more read in the second half of this readathon, and hopefully with any luck I can finish this book. That is my current hope, and if I manage to finish it I'll start on the next one, but I think I'll either be very close or just finished it at the end of this readathon, especially seeing as I have to finish like 15 minutes early because I have work that starts right at the end of the readathon, so I have to get myself there and everything before the readathon ends, so I probably will not be finishing quite on time. Like, I'll have to finish a little early, but that's alright. And I've got a few things I have to do today, and things I should do. Like, I should do some yoga, because I'm trying to work on doing yoga regularly. Like, look at me, I should not be a yoga person, but I'm trying to do that. So I want to try and get some of that done today as well. It's like half an hour. So we'll see how I go. So I'm currently in a really long line for the KFC drive-thru. I had to duck out of the house for a minute. 5 minutes, I mean like 40 minutes to run errands, including like dropping my boyfriend at a rehearsal, and I had to drop some stuff at the store that had broken before we got it, to return it, and so now I am freaking starving. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon, which puts us at like hour 16 or something, 15, 16, something like that, and I'm hungry. I'm gonna get food and then I'll be home and keep working and it'll be great. Keep reading. Woo! I have my chicken and now I'm going to start eating, and I'm going to watch a YouTube video while I eat. Again, food on book, grease on book, death, can't handle. And then I will start reading again for the afternoon, and I have a good like 3 hours of solid reading time before I have to go to work. So yeah. So I have just finished lunch. I have about 2 hours until I have to leave for work. 2 and a bit, but 2-ish. I want to get some yoga done before work, like half an hour of yoga, but other than that, the next 2 hours is going to be basically full-on reading. I have the house to myself, so it's quiet. I don't have any distractions other than the yoga, of course. So I'm going to read my little butt off for the next couple of hours. So I'm currently just over halfway through Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray. Look at it, it's beautiful. I love this cover, and I love that the 15-minute reading sprint alert. I could do that. I love that the UK editions maintained the cover. They didn't do a cover change, which is so good when America complains so much about this series cover changes. But yes, so they've just announced a reading sprint, and I'm gonna do that right now for the next 15 minutes. I think it's a 15-minute sprint. I'll check that. And I will be doing that now. So I just read 17 pages in that 15-minute sprint, which I guess is not too bad. I'm going to read a little bit more, and then I'm going to do some yoga. So I've just hit part 2 of Before the Devil Breaks You, and because there's 2 major parts, so I'm like this far through, quite a ways. And so I'm going to take a break to do some yoga, and then I'll be back and to read. So I just finished yoga. It was a hard ab one, which, having just eaten lunch like an hour ago, less than an hour ago, nah, but I did alright. I think I'm getting better at some of the like core poses. I've only been doing yoga for like a week, so yay. Now I'm going to get back to reading, and I will keep you updated as to where I get to when I head off for work. So I'm lying in bed. I start work in like 20 minutes. I have to head off in like 10, which means I have to put socks and shoes on and a jumper on and all that crap. I have read so far this readathon 218 pages of my book. I've read a decent chunk the last hour or so. Things are really starting to pick up pace and all that things, because you know it's a long book, so there's a lot to happen. But I'm probably not going to read much more now before I have to go to work, so I thought I'd film this little update. Yeah, and then I have work for like 2.5, 3 hours, depending on how things go. I don't really know when I finish. And then I could read a bit there. I'm not sure what the plans are for today's shift, so sometimes I get some reading time while I'm there, and then I'll come back, get some dinner. I think the current plan is more KFC, because I dropped my boyfriend at rehearsal and then went and got myself KFC for lunch, and now he's having a KFC craving. So we're awful people. But I may be having more takeaway for dinner. At least I did yoga, it's fine. And then, yes, so then I'll be reading for a large portion of the afternoon, or the rest of the evening after the shift. And then the readathon finishes at 11 PM for me, which is right when I start my second shift of the day. So, I'll obviously update you before I go to that. Because once I get there, I will obviously be past the readathon, and reading doesn't count towards this. But yes, so I'm gonna get up. My bed's comfy. I don't want to, but I have to get up and go do the thing. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. So I finished work like 2 hours ago. Just under 2 hours ago. And then went on dinner. We've had dinner, and I should be starting reading again very soon. It is kind of late, but if that happens, I have 2 hours till the end of the readathon here. Just under that, because I have to finish a little early. And hopefully I can get some reading done, but I do have a few other things I still have to do in the last 2 hours. I gotta go pick up a friend from work, and yeah, so I may not get as much reading done in this time as I would like. I mean, I probably won't finish the book by the end of the readathon, but I'll keep you updated. So life ended up distracting me. I didn't get back to reading this evening like I'd intended. It is now 10:32, so that means there's officially 28 minutes left. But for me, there's only like about 15 minutes left until I have to head to work. So basically I'm going to wrap this up now. I will let you know in writing here how many pages I ended up reading for the whole readathon. Essentially I am now this far through Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray, which is great. I got so much read this weekend. This is a huge book, so it's a great achievement. And I'm on page 384, which puts me at like a couple hundred pages reading. So I'm very proud of myself, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope you enjoyed this readathon if you did it, if you participated. And other than that, I am going to read a final like 15 minutes before I sleep, but here is the total number of pages I read, and let me know how much you read during the 24-hour readathon down below. I will see you soon with another video. I'm waiting for some books to come in the mail, so I'm going to have a book haul unboxing very soon, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!